I mean, when I was younger, I had like MySpace page or whatever. So the best thing you can do is to try and find a job that fits your needs rather than you trying to fit into like society's needs. If my dream, I don't know, I think like probably like Lady Gaga.
Don't believe everything that you see. Silicone trees, could they ever grow leaves?
No to kochani, Zośka i Giganci, czyli Sophie and The Giants.
Hey!
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, nice to meet you.
I've been looking for your Instagram today, and I just saw you were like 2 days ago in Italy. Now you're here.
Yeah.
So, whoops, sorry. I guess there's a lot going on in your life right now.
Yeah, it's been a really, really busy summer, but today I'm doing the last show of the summer before my tour in November, so I'm gonna party.
Okay, so you have like 1 month off then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, just grabbing all the energy.
Yeah, I'll just be like rehearsing for the tour.
Yeah, obviously.
But it'll be great, yeah.
I've seen like a lot of your Instagram posts, and I'm just like amazed how you lead your social media. Like it's not for more than 50k followers, but just for friends. Like it's truly you, and you know, the everyday content that you post seems like really friendly, you know. And is it like only? I think it's not like just for, you know, career reasons that you do it. It's something more, right?
Well, yeah, I never really want to get sick of it. It's something that I've always really enjoyed. Like, I mean, when I was younger, I had like MySpace page or whatever. So I kind of miss that a little bit. Like, you know, curating your own kind of see it like a website, but it's also like a collage, and it's like a photo book and stuff. So like, it's really personal to me, and I like to make it feel personal. You know, not just like for, I don't know, to play up to socials, you know.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
I think it could be like sometimes really overwhelming, but still often you say you're kind of an introvert, like not having so many friends at school and just channeling all your energy and all what's going on in your head into the music.
Yeah.
Is it still a way of you, like for you to you know, to cope with everything that's going on? Yeah,
definitely. It's like a little creative outlet, and I like that you get to just like express yourself. I think it's sad that it's turned into something where it's like forced expression rather than just, you know, what you feel at the time. And I guess for artists, a lot of the time it's like, you know, you have to post at a certain time for the algorithm, or, you know, do certain trends. And I just want to make sure that I always feel like I'm doing stuff that's like really authentic and funny and fun, or like, I don't know, doesn't take away the creativity.
Yeah. It kind of sounds sometimes like it's an issue that could happen to people with ADHD.
Yeah, I've got ADHD.
Yeah? Okay, so like team ADHD then. And I wanted to ask if, do you think is it like helpful sometimes in your kind of work, because it's like creative business really, or does it come with a burden sometimes?
I think a lot of my life I kind of thought that I only found out that I had it recently, but looking back I always saw it as like, oh, this is something that has been a burden or held me back. But at the same time, I kind of created like my life to fit around my ADHD and like made it work for me, and like I've done really well. So like clearly it's not held me back, but actually helped me do the things that, you know, suit me and is really good for me. So I think that like with ADHD people, like the best thing you can do is to try and find a job that fits your needs rather than you trying to fit into like society's needs and do jobs that, you know, drive you insane. And like, because it's so much difficult to compared to like neurotypical people, you know, to work in an office or do like a 9-to-5 thing. But if you're doing something that constantly feels like new and exciting, like creative, and always, you know, changing up your day to day, I think that's a really healthy thing for ADHD people. So yeah, I think I've done pretty good with it.
Definitely. I mean, seeing you on stage, it seems like this is like when you thrive, and I'm really amazed by it, because also like understanding how the introvert part might sometimes, you know, overwhelm and take a lot of your energy, and then you go on the stage and you just put so much into it, so much energy and dedication and to all the people. It really seems beautiful, but also does it come with a price?
I think that it is. I find touring very difficult sometimes, mostly just because with ADHD, like I have a lot of anxiety. So I've struggled with like the anticipation before you go on stage. And, but the funny thing is I've tried like ADHD medication, I've tried like anti-anxiety medication, you know, things that are supposed to, I guess, help. But really, I find that the way that my brain works and the way that I struggle kind of does help me put on the best performances, because I have all of this adrenaline that builds up all day, and then when I get on stage, it's just like I'm like unleashed and I'm free, and like for that moment it is worth it. And when I've tried doing the same thing, like having taken medication like that kind of dulls it and makes it easier, the performance like isn't the same, and I'm not me anymore. So it's like I kind of think that everything kind of comes with some kind of balance, and you know, it's just learning how to take care of it and treat yourself like the best you can. And the biggest thing that I learned actually was to just like not give myself such a hard time about it, and to sort of
like embrace, right?
just embrace it. And like, you know, when I'm feeling something, I'm like, it's okay, this is just a feeling. Like everybody, you know, has fears and anxieties and stuff, and it's gonna pass and it's gonna go away. And I think that the more you try and fight it and, you know, change who you are, there's more resistance, and it kind of stops you from overcoming it actually. Yeah.
You're still at the beginning of your career, I guess, but it's good to know like you can just transform it into a superpower, you know, of sorts. But it's definitely difficult to like stand out of the crowd, especially in mainstream pop music nowadays, when we have like TikTok and like sensations that come out every day, every 15 seconds, and it's really hard to build like attention to one person. So what would you say is the key to standing out and like grabbing your audience?
I think that you know, if you blow up on TikTok, you're there for a minute kind of thing. But if you build you know, your own world and your own kind of I don't know, universe as an artist, then that's the kind of thing that will stay with people want to be involved in for a long time. So I think that the most important thing is to understand who you are more than anything and what you want. And I think that takes a long time. Like there's so many times where I'm like, oh, okay, I've got it, I know who I am, I know what I want to do, and then, you know, next year I'm like, okay, no, that's not it.
It's such a long way.
There's always a way to go, and you always just have to be spending so much time on yourself, I think, and focusing on yourself and not too much on the noise, because like culture constantly changes. But if you want to be timeless, then you have to do something that is outside of culture, or that creates culture. Do you know what I mean? Rather than just following what everybody else is doing. Yeah,
that can lead to burnout really fast.
Yeah, and it's just exhausting, just trying so hard to keep up with everyone. So you have to just be on your own, in your own lane.
Definitely. And for you, like the blowout moment was definitely the Purple Disco Machine collabo.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go back to this part for a while and ask you, how was it to work on somebody else's music? Because it's totally different than writing your own songs. And what's the pros and cons of that kind of process?
It was transformative. I think there's only pros, to be honest. I think that learning, like working with new people always teaches you something. And I think you should always be open to learning new things and to growing and changing. And I think at the time I'd only ever written music for myself. When I wrote that song with Purple Disco Machine, I just realized my own capabilities. I was like, I can write so many different things. I don't have to just do this same thing that I've always done. And I think when you just like stick to yourself and you don't like learn new things, then you don't really grow or move anywhere. But if you work with people, you take inspiration from other people, like collaboration can it can be transformative and just teach you new things. So I like discovered so many things about myself from doing that song. It changed my life, and it helped me push myself, because I think I didn't know how talented I was before then. And then when I did that, I was like, oh, like I can songwrite, like I'm a good songwriter.
And it's, you know, and it sells, but it's also like really just heartwarming song, you know. It's obviously also the sensitivity of him, but a lot of you, and you kind of dominate, you know, the whole vibe. So that's great. And
I saw a new version of myself, and that was really eye-opening.
Would you like to have other collabs like that? Like, who would be the dream guy or girl to do it with?
Oh, that's tough. I think at the moment I'm like, I've done so many collaborations now that I'm really focusing on myself, which I'm really excited about, because I think there comes a time where it is really good to focus on you and like shut the world out. But if my dream, I don't know, I think like probably like Lady Gaga.
I thought so too. Like, even like looking at your single cover, like the newest single cover, it kind of seems like the Gaga vibe, you know?
Yeah, she was the biggest inspiration for me. I always thought that she was just so like fearless, and she just did things, and you know, no matter what people said about her, she just carried on going. And I think that that's super inspiring, because it doesn't really matter what other people say. And so that's how great things happen, when you just keep doing your thing.
Definitely. And there's nothing, you know, there's no development, there's no growth without even making mistakes.
Yeah,
so
you have to allow them and like allow people to judge you as well, because it's gonna happen. But it's like, that's not the end of the world. It's like, okay, how do I keep creating and like use this as fuel to do something even better? So I think it's positive. Yeah.
If you would have to like divide your career up until this moment in like Netflix episodes, what they would be like the climate or like the title, whatever comes to your mind.
Oh, that's so fun. So I would say before Hypnotized would be called Adolescence, which was the first name of my first ever EP. When I was like an indie girl. So that would be me kind of very lost, trying to find my way, trying to figure out who I am. Also probably playing it a bit too cool, like not really like, I hadn't found my cringe. Do you know what I mean? Like, as soon as you allow yourself to be cringe, like you're just free forever and you don't care anymore. So that kind of opens up your world. And I think doing like Hypnotized and sort of like, you know, I cut all my hair off and I dyed it bright red, and it was like a scary thing to do, but it was also like really a defining moment. So I think that would be the second chapter. What would I call that? I would call this one Midnight, because no, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna just say nice.
And because I feel like all of the songs and the music that I've done up to the current point that I'm at, which would be chapter 3, but I would say that from Hypnotized to now, I would call it Midnight, because it's been like New Year's Eve, like the whole time. It's like a constant countdown and an explosion, fireworks. Like there's been it's gone so quick, and it's been so fun, and I've just been like throwing out singles and just really just having the time of my life, and making like party songs, really. So I would say that every song that I've made feels like the dead of night. Do you know what I mean? Like going out and dancing in the streetlights and stuff. And then I would say that this new era, I don't even know if I've got a name for it yet.
Maybe it's too soon.
I think it's kind of like home, because I've kind of had some time to actually evaluate everything that's happened since Hypnotized, because it's just been like so just ongoing and fast paced, and this year I was like, okay, I really need to just like spend some time with myself and figure out what I want for myself and the music I want to make. And I'd made a lot of big changes in like my personal life, which like made me feel like I have control, and like I really know what I want now. So I think that it's kind of like I'm coming back home, ironically, because that's a Hypnotize lyric. I'm like coming back home to my former self, and I'm kind of being really reflective over all the different versions of myself, and I've become like the ultimate version, like, you know, like picking out all of my favorite pieces and being like, every part of it is me, and this is who I want to be now. So yeah, I guess it feels like home.
So this is just the season 1 then. We're waiting for season 2. Yeah. So if we were to like grab our notebooks right now and just write down what's coming up next for you, what should we remember? There's a tour coming, are there new singles coming, or like a long play? What should we write down?
Okay, I have 2 more singles coming out this year, as far as I've planned anyway, which is a part of like a mini album, which is going to then there's the last song on the mini album is kind of like a glimpse into what I'm going to be doing next year, because I'm going to make like a full album. But this mini album was kind of to test the waters and find where I wanted to go, because I wanted to make an album, but I was like, I just still am figuring it out kind of thing. And then when I made the last song on the mini album, I was like, okay, well, this is it. I found it. So we were like, okay, let's stop here, release this as a mini album, and then this will be sort of the introduction into the future of like what I want to do and how I want to express myself. So I would say look out for that last song, because it's really special.
Okay, so that's going to be the direction then.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
to go. And we see each other in November.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was very nice to meet you, and I hope to see you, November on stage, just, you know, expressing that energy.
We'll have so much fun. I'm going to find you in the crowd and be like...
I'm going to keep really fingers crossed for you, because I know it's not easy to, you know, meander in all those conditions, but it's really special to have something, you know, on your own that's really true to yourself, and
thank you,
and following that. So good luck.
Thank you.
Hity na maksa.